and let Iva through the draft. I call that the Iva principle.
Well, the draft will be coming here very shortly as we get into it, and the first restrictions going to be coming through. What do we got? The double Iva ban. Are we surprised?
No.
Nope.
Iva consistently still on the board, and I suspect these compositions will be relatively similar. I think the Destiny may be changed up, but that's about it.
Well, Ulrich getting picked first on the side of Atrocity Exhibition, and Jumong on the side of SIGH. So, not a surprise. Freak is good on Ulrich. Weren't able to make things work the last time, but hey, we're just going to go for it again, and Jumong for unimportant. We know how good he can be on that Jumong.
I wonder what you see coming through. Yeah, okay. So the Jumong, like I predicted, you shift back to the Jumong, and then if that's true, I think these comps are exactly identical. Game 1 from Atrocity and Game 2 from SIGH.
Oh.
I think nothing else changes because they're just going to go with what works.
Well, the Uldor and Jumong coming through. Maybe do you see Rygon for Arcadian?
Yes.
Or do they ban out at Rygon here? They give them the opportunity to. There it is, the double Rygon ban.
Interesting.
For my first time on the Battlerite Pro League, I called a ban. I'm proud.
You are proud. They can't see, but you've got like a smug air about you.
But no, this is. I'm interested to see what this.
Double Rook.
Maybe it's double Rook. Yeah.
If it's double Rook, Atrocity Exhibition win.
They win.
That's my bold prediction.
I like that Flappy Penguin's going back to Jumong. I think that's a more comfortable pick than Destiny, and I like that going through. I like it with a Rook better. The Rook Ulrich Jumong I think works really well. Rook Uldor Jumong also works pretty dang well, but we'll see what these last picks are. We could see, Bako. I could see Bako on a comp with Uldor and Jumong.
I can always, if you're like, hey,
you can see Bako anyway.
Bako?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a pillow with Bako on him at home.
Nice. I have a War Axe with Bako's face on it. We see Thorn.
Ooh.
Thorn coming out for Atrocity Exhibition. So 2.
Yeah.
And SIGH going with Rook for Arcadians. So an interesting draft here for Atrocity Exhibition. Going to be rocking the Thorn August 21st.
I think SIGH win.
You think SIGH win?
Because I think there's a little bit more self-sufficiency on the Thorn because he can Barb Tusk. The Burrow is a hard disengage that Rook doesn't have. You can't really body block the escape. So there is potential there. But the Entangled Roots need to be perfect. I think it needs to be a perfect Thorn. Otherwise, SIGH just win because they can constantly stun out the pressure.
Yeah. Yes. Everything that you said.
Everything I said. Okay, thank you.
You are absolutely welcome. I think that on the side of Atrocity Exhibition, I like this Thorn. I believe I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure I've watched August 21st play Thorn before, and it worked to effect really, really well. I like Thorn with Ulrich. I think you have a ton of utility with this composition. You have a ton of peel with Thorn to peel away this aggression from Rook. You can take Rook out of the fight. The entangles are there. You have Ulrich with the interventions to keep Thorn alive if he gets himself in harm's way. Everything can work here, and then obviously Jumong just does a ton of damage. So it's kind of hard to, for me, it's maybe a little hard to bet against Atrocity Exhibition here.
Well, we're opposed then, because I do believe
we understand each other.
Yes. Good. I'm glad we have that.
It's great.
But I do think it's going to be very difficult to chase the Thorn for the Ulrich. He's not going to. He's a line of sight healer in a kind of interesting way.
Yeah.
He needs to be able to make contact with his opponents, and that is very, very difficult if you're in a situation where they're hard engaging like August has been doing over the past few games. We'll have to see if maybe he tempers that aggression, plays a little bit more passively, or continues to just go all in.
Well, now this is the match. This is the match series advantage game, if you will, and we've said our piece on it. We're gonna fly right through the Blackstone Arena. It's kind of very reminiscent of, like, if Doom Guy. It feels like a place Doom Guy would stay, you know?
Come and
you
shoot
like
everything.
Doom Guy's here in the audience. He wants to see some great Battlerite action, or as we like to say, hot BPL action.
Oh.
And we are underway.
So much more into this than it was before.
Well pushed. So getting aggressive real quick as SIGH pushed back in.
Oh, that's a good in-cap.
Great in-cap. And pushes him back away. SIGH could have been a little dangerous, but he goes right back in. Arcadian wants it. The Rain of Arrows going to do a lot of damage to Thorn here. He finally burrows away. Actually got out, not worse for wear.
This is what I was talking about, though. If you're going to run Thorn into Rook, be prepared to eat the book, because there's a lot of aggression coming through it every single time. It's tempered. This is a big time travel. Even if it doesn't land, look at the separation.
Yes, I was able to get it. Now they're going to push right back in. Looking for a fight. Wanting them to over-aggress here.
They made so much value onto August during that time. Now the quicksands come through. He is barely alive.
And he's able to get out. The Dead Roots coming in to try to get some more damage out. August 21st. Trying to confirm this orb, but SIGH gets it again. The smash.
Time travel will come
get him
through.
On top of him, he gets stunned. It's just like little moments of action and then nothing, and then boom. All of a sudden, all their health is gone. Atrocity Exhibition getting beat down right now. Freak goes down. The ult comes through. August 21st goes down, and all that's left is Flappy Penguin. And Atrocity Exhibition do not have an answer for SIGH.
This is kind of what I was predicting. If you try and run the Thorn in here, and you can't, well, there are two failure states I outlined. One, you try and run him through and he just meets the giant wall of Rook. And if you just meet the giant wall of Rook, there's very little you can do to stop it. You will just get slaughtered. Or you play very aggressive and you get separated from your Ulrich, who you're running in the support role, and is not ideally suited to this matchup.
Not at all. So, super aggressive, allowed them to be. August 21st did not have an answer for it. Flappy Penguin just kind of caught out of the fight, not able to get in. He's been boxed out in this series so far. He gets an early stun, forcing a burrow away from August 21st. So feeling the pressure when no one's even around. It's tough for Atrocity Exhibition to find a way in. A big stun. Can find a hit on Dexterian, but he does get out. Now trying to turn around Freak right on top and does huge damage to Unimportant. Unimportant feels a lot of pressure.
Aegis will come through, though. That's a good combo.
He's in danger. That's going to be the Rain of Arrows, and he goes down. So fighting, trying to turn back around. Arcadian wants to get some sort of trade here. He can't get it. Too much help on the side of Atrocity Exhibition, and the Dead Roots going to push it right through. Want to get this kill on Unimportant. Finds him, and the only man left is August 21st.
What's the point of having a better composition if you just play it so aggressive that you're no longer playing as a team?
Yeah, I mean, they're feeling scared against this, against Arcadian, who was just immediately just forced his way through, and then also Unimportant. Before he even did anything, he forced the burrow out from August 21st, and then completely took him out of the play by throwing the traps down. He didn't have an angle to get back to his team.
And they, in that moment, had won the round because they had center control guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then instead of resting on their laurels, converting center control, making sure that you have all the green HP, as well as the orbs, they chose to chase very, very aggressively, and in doing so, got separated from their backline. That's why we're in a tie game.
So trying to find an early stun. Gets a double stun and some good damage out against Atrocity. Unimportant wants to aggress on it, finding more damage here against August 21st, but do fight back in a little bit, and it's all healed back up. Going right back in on it, getting out of it was Flappy Penguin. Oh, but Freak took a lot of damage up there against Unimportant.
Arcadian kind of pressing very, very aggressive here to create opportunities, and I'm not sure that it's working out in his favor.
Well, Freak just boxed out of this fight. All members of Atrocity Exhibition kind of separated right now. So much AoE down on the field for SIGH. SIGH doing work against here. Forces the burrow out. Pushes him right back in. Now August 21st is in trouble. Freak coming in to bail him out. Able to do that, but not before August 21st. Takes a ton of damage from Rain of Arrows.
Condemn comes through from Freak, perfectly timed to dodge the time travel attack. And now they have an opportunity. The problem is you still have low HP on your front line, and the sustained pressure from Arcadian is still here to try and secure the orb. Here it does again.
They're gonna push through again.
Dead Root.
21st,
That's huge.
Comes out. It does a lot of damage to Arcadian, and now all of a sudden, SIGH, they lost a ton of health, and Atrocity Exhibition with one ult have turned things in their favor.
Well,
Arcadian in danger here too.
Because then they comboed it with the Dragon Slayer, and that enables them to separate up the team, burn down the front line, and that they now punish, finding the kill onto Arcadian.
They're not going to be able to get any kill here. Just too much health on the side of Atrocity Exhibition. The time bomb coming through as well. I always call it a time bomb because it feels like a bomb goes off whenever he just like, and because one of his passive things is time bomb. So I don't want to call it time travel. I want to call it bomb. It's a bomb.
He's traveling forward in time now.
Boom.
Blue team wins the round.
But yeah, that was a good play, Atrocity. Way to go.
And it came off of one sick combo. Dead Root walls off the entire side of the map. Yes, finds major damage, but also it creates a super safe platform from behind which the Dragon Slayer can come through and do devastating damage.
Now SIGH had control early and then lost it at the end. Just again, one Dead Root is all it takes to change the fate of a game.
They were already winning. They were already in control.
That's what
that is what. Yes.
That's what gave them the decisive advantage, if you will. So Arcadian doing a lot of damage here. Oh, and a great in cap will keep him down. August 21st just taking so much damage.
Lord.
A rain of arrows coming out too. August 21st has no health left.
That's what should be happening to the Thorn. That is what should be consistently the punish for a Thorn who dares stand against a Rook Elder combo.
And August 21st, he's going to be out of this fight, not able to contribute much more. And Arcadian knows it, wants to get in on it. The Burrow and the Entangle are both down. He doesn't have much left. They have to play super defensive as they've kind of been doing all series long. They are getting some damage out here, but Freak taking some damage in return. Arcadian wants this kill, but the Barbed Tusk comes out, and the Burrow comes out as well. They want the
hard dive.
And the stun, double in cap, huge plays from SIGH.
But it's worthless. They get no punish at all. That is insane. And now, actually, huge damage comes through. Arcadian needs far more than a return. That Dragon Slayer steals the orb.
What a turnaround. And all of a sudden,
oh my God.
Down. That is, what a turnaround for Atrocity Exhibition. They get it down. The double rain of arrows coming out now, getting more damage out to Dexarian. The ult coming out from Arcadian does not matter. Atrocity Exhibition stole this away.
How on earth do you find that little with such a major ultimate?
You get a double stun from the time travel, the double in cap, and there's zero follow-up, and then just stun locked up in the middle of the arena, and that was it. That was all she wrote.
I saw that time travel coming. It's the obvious thing to do. Presumably, that requires you to say, hey, time travel me in. And then the rest of the team needs to be there for the follow-up. If it is, you get one, maybe two kills. Definitely at least the one onto August. The fact that they didn't get anything with it, Arcadian is then pulled in, trapped by the root, and eats so much damage.
Yeah.
There's no way back into that game once your frontline is eating that much burst, and then just to add insult to injury, there's a sick ult from Unimportant to steal the orb.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything went wrong at the wrong time for SIGH, and yeah.
Is there a right time for everything to go wrong?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, there is a right time, but no one ever finds it. No one ever finds the right time. Atrocity Exhibition. Right now, rolling.
I like that Arcadian's uncapped because that was they made the right calls up until they didn't follow up on his ult. So his pressure is still necessary.
So Atrocity Exhibition get the first orb. The double rain of arrows going to do a lot of damage to Arcadian here, pushing back in. Maybe doing a lot of damage. Oh, August 21st is in a lot of trouble.
Good punish.
He has no Burrow, no Barbed Tusk. Not a lot of health left. They do get a little bit of a trade, but not enough to warrant how much health they lost. They kind of root Arcadian and just keep him out of the fight completely, but he's being boxing against
Arcadian's overextended
again. The time travel gets him out of harm's way. He was going to die.
That again was an overextension with no follow-up because the rest of the team was being pulled back by August on the Thorn. Now they need a proper follow-up. There it is, diving in with the quicksand. They get the first orb with that engage, or this next orb with that engage. That saves their HP bar, and I think gives them a shot at the round.
A great in-cap onto August 21st. He's in trouble. Not a lot of health, and he's away from Freak. Freak trying to find his way back. He's almost dead. He can't get back to August 21st, so he's going to go down, and SIGH fights right back into it. And a good turnaround for SIGH here in this game. Too much health on the side of SIGH, or too much health on the side of SIGH for Atrocity Exhibition to fight back. The double rain of arrows comes out, Freak goes down, and Flappy Penguin will also go down, and SIGH fights back.
That is how the round should go. Just based off of what we were talking about pre-game, that is the proper analysis of how the round should go. The Thorn should have incredible trouble engaging. Freak, when he tries to save him, should be hard punished. Flappy Penguin should be separated during that time and lose his own duel. However, they're making it so incredibly difficult for that obvious solution to happen because they're just outplaying in these individual minute instances, and I feel like they're being given gifts of overextended Arcadian.
Yeah. Well, maybe they figured it out, TJ. Maybe they figured it out, and here's the early pressure from Arcadian onto August 21st. Freak coming right back to try to relieve the pressure. He does. The pull right back onto Dexarian. Dexarian able to get out of it as well.
That's good pressure from Arcadian to stop any wound from bleeding.
Oh, a good pull. That was a great pull to get that orb. And now they got to do something with it here. Trying to aggress onto a Dexarian. Dexarian able to get out. They want to push forward on that. Doesn't have a lot left. Double rain of arrows coming out. Huge damage against Dexarian. In trouble now. The big stun. More damage. And Dexarian has no answer for it. The Deadwood's coming out, and he is gone. Chumong, and unimportant. Dexarian, he cannot get out at all. An Atrocity Exhibition. Well done.
They spent that entire round on Arcadian just chasing a Jumong. That is not an easy chase to happen. Jumong is purpose-built for kiting melees rushing him down. As a result, when his team needs him, when there's a Thorn just burrowing into his backlines, he's watching the Grove grow.
And so now, here, on one more game, Atrocity Exhibition needs to take this to match point to go up 2-1 in the series. Heading into map 4, they have one more to do it. And they could do it right here. They have taken the. I don't want to say in that last round that Arcadian wasn't aggressive, because he was, but Freak did a great job of peeling him away.
Target.
Right.
Yeah. And then once he was invested, the Thorn can just live in the backline. Thorn loses the matchup versus Rook if you can make that matchup happen. However, they never did.
Draft is important, but execution is just as important. Arcadian being boxed out here. Arcadian doing massive damage.
Combos!
Oh, and goodbye, Flappy Penguin.
Very well done with the quicksand follow-up. Now the Aegis comes through. They're trying to find an in-cap in response, but there is no value to be found. Not here. And I think Atrocity Exhibition are being held back one more round.
Well, Dexarian's in a little bit of trouble here. August 21st wants to put the pressure on. Freak gonna stay right with him. Wants that, but the time travel comes through, the big stun, and the Barb Husk's gonna save him only for a second, and SIGH still in it.
He had the time travel. There was no danger.
No trouble at all.
Easy.
He was never gonna die.
Video game's easy. What are you talking about?
Absolutely. Battlerite's such a casual game, man. We don't sweat.
That's going to be taken so out of context.
We don't sweat at all playing Battlerite. Not at all, but a good job by SIGH, again, taking advantage of isolating Flappy Penguin. You found him down after he used his only escape that he had left. Then boom, just turned right onto him. Both Arcadian and, man, I'm keeping track of names sometimes, but Arcadian was just slapped right on him, and there was nothing left of his health.
3-4, looking better for SIGH and much more what you'd hope. But again, the focus, the lesson they learned was engage Flappy Penguin, and I just feel that's the wrong way. It has to be dealing with the frontline pressure from August.
Oh, maybe turning around on here. August 21st in a little bit of trouble. They want to try to aggress onto him and pulling another stun, losing all of his health. That's dangerous. They get the double root onto
Dragon Slayer.
The Dragon Slayer hits two.
Both of them.
August 21st is still at the just brink of death.
You do have a Rook ultimate as well as a time travel. Either of those, I think, could burn through the remaining HP on August.
Oh.
This orb will be very important.
They gotta get this.
Oh,
one.
the
They
in-cap
do not
combo.
get
You do not
in-cap.
get to ult. You are absolutely nailed to the wall. That was devastating.
And that is going to do it for that game. And SIGH force a game 9 here in map number 3 after they kill this Jumong, which they will. And here we go. Now this is the deciding round, but well done by SIGH to win these last 2 rounds.
I feel I need to reiterate because people might be stoked. This is final round on map 3. This is a best of 5. This only gets you one step closer to the goal.
Yeah.
This does not decide everything.
Not yet. The next map might decide everything for one team, depending on who wins this round right now. Atrocity Exhibition, SIGH, just fighting for their Battlerite Pro League lives right now. There's no more buffer room in map 3. Arcadian wanting to aggress here. SIGH want to fight through. Arcadian getting more damage on August 21st, just keeping Thorn at bay, pushing him right back towards him. Coming in, missed on the rush, but doesn't matter.
Atrocity gets the orb.
They do get the orb, that's big.
And I think that stabilizes a lot of the work that's just happened. However, they're getting the right matchups now consistently from SIGH. You can see August is really suffering, as he should be, as all Thorn mains should, to be honest, but it's paying off.
Arcadian got himself in-capped, but again, SIGH, complete orb control right now. And Rooted not able to punish Arcadian on that. Probably had counter available. Coming in, Arcadian wants it. It's just August 21st and Freak back here. Not really trying to pick and choose a battle that they want. Building up a lot of energy. And ult is available for Flappy Penguin if he wants it.
Barb Tusk will be deployed. There's the triple in-cap.
in-cap.
That's not bad at all with the boulder follow-up, especially.
Missed it.
There will be still a time travel available though, so there is no potential for overextension. The second it is, there's this easy escape, a get out of jail free card I frequently call it. That's what it was useful for. There is no Arcadian overextension. Instead, it's an easy orb pickup and SIGH's round and map to lose.
SIGH are just pushing Atrocity Exhibition up to the end. Atrocity Exhibition can't find their way back into it. SIGH, they just need one kill to confirm all but confirm it. And trying to
13 HP!
Thorn. Somebody get this man down at the bottom. Finally, August 21st goes down. And that's turning onto Freak, just missing him. Freak trying to stun him out of the death fog. Big damage coming out there, but the double rain of arrows is gonna finish him off. And SIGH take a 2-1 series advantage in this